Right, back again. This time I'm going to give you guys a reaction to Pirates of the Caribbean in an AI Disney form. AI Disney form. I'm going to give a rating, scale 1 to 10 on each of these iterations, all right? Let's get into it. Jack
Musicality.
Sparrow, we can't really go wrong with that. That's, come on, man. That's an obvious 10 out of 10. That looks official. Can't even give it a lower score than that. All right, Will Turner. Let's see. His face look all scruffy like that. I mean, it looks like him, but the nose is like on a arc. You guys can see it's like arc going down, whereas this one don't seem like there's an arc. I could be wrong, but it just looks like it's straight down. But the likeness is still there. So I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Right. Let's see. To me, it don't really look like her. I'll give this a 5. Average. Captain Hepburn. I like that. I like the face expression that's going on here. It has that Disney caricature look to it. I'll give this a 10 out of 10 just because of the face expression. Goes with the villain look. Davy Jones. Let's see how they made Davy Jones. Doesn't look too much like Disney. It don't look too much like Disney. It seems like AI dropped the ball on this one. Nah. And then they got actual hair. I don't know if Davy Jones had hair underneath. I thought it was just nothing but octopus facial tentacles. No, I'll give this a 4 out of 10. Yeah. You know what? I wish the skin was darker, because I would have gave it a perfect score if the skin was darker. But everything else just works. The face expression, the creepy look. I will give this a 7 because the skin tone is off. Blackbeard. Man, that works. That definitely works as a Blackbeard. I'll give this a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's see this character. I see the likeness there. Yeah. This one works to me. Gets a 8. Okay, one of the henchmen. Nah. Give it a 3 just because too much texture going on here. AI just couldn't simplify it. I can't even talk right now. AI couldn't simplify it into Disney form, so that gets a 3. Okay, Rogetti. That works. Just the long hair, don't understand that, but everything else, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I would have gave it a 10 if it wasn't for that long hair. Pintel. I actually like this one. I like this one. It actually looks very much like him in a caricature way. Has the Disney style to it. This gets a 10 out of 10. Let's see, Jack the monkey. How you go wrong with a monkey? Right? Haha. Monkey got a hat this time. You know what? I like it. I like it actually. You know, it has the Disney look. This gets a 10 out of 10. Certain things you could get with Disney with animals that you just can't get in real life. Let's see. Ooh, she looked good. I don't know if it looks like her, but I like it. I can. It's one of those rare occasions where, because the face is just actually more striking and seductive than the actual actress, and it's supposed to be an exaggeration since it's Disney, I'll give this a 10 out of 10, and I'm being biased. 10 out of 10. All right, Carino, can't even say the last Smith. Oh, that looks like her. I give this a 9 out of 10. Captain Armando. Even though it doesn't look like him, I do appreciate the zombified type of appeal that the Disney version AI created. So I'll give this a 9. Cotton. There's certain features, like let's say with the parrot, it looks too rendered for it to be Disney. Should have been more simplified. Everything else don't really look like him. Just like a whole different character, so I'll give it a 3. It's a midget. Small man. Small man. I don't really see him as small man. Looks average size in the Disney version. So that just destroys the essence of the character. So I'll give this a 3. I like the characteristics more on the Disneyfied version than what they created here, which is the real version. Of course, you can't capture all that detail since it's supposed to be animation. Give this a 9 out of 10. Alright, Ford Cutler. Made him look older. The nose is completely different. There's no likeness of similarities towards their faces at all, except for the costume. So that being said, I'll get a 5 average. Okay, one of the villains. Nah, they just gave it some sea monster captain's hat rather than it looking morphed up. So this looks like complete 2 different characters. So this gets a 0. Flanker. You can barely see the face in the original, so AI struggled with this one, so it gets a 0. Even though it don't look like him, I like the characteristics of the face. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. This gets a 9. Just wish I had a little more features that look of the likeness of the actor. Don't really look like him. Where's the hat? Missing the hat. Guess a 7. Well, they made the beard a lot larger than how he actually looks here. Don't look too much like him. At least they made him a ginger. That's how he looks here. I will give this one a 6. I like this one. The eyebrows just gives it more of a villain rather than it's a good guy, you know? More of a villain than a hero. And the makeup with the purple, I don't know if they had that at that time. So I'm not sure. But the eyebrows are just way too angular. Other than that, it works. Everything else works. I'll give this a 7. That the last one? That is the last one. All right, I'll put it right here to pause. So which one do you guys think is the most accurate out of the rest of them? For me, obviously, you can't go wrong with Jack Sparrow. Like, that's spot on. Yeah. So those suggestions of different like AI or art videos you guys want me to react to, check out the second channel where you guys can. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.